It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 253. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters Herzog.
I'm Noelle.
We're here to talk about season 10, episode 10, go figure, of 90 Day Fiance.
This show is getting worse and worse. This
Very bad.
Season. What's the point?
What is the point? It's like the other way is over. The single life's coming back January 1st. It's like, you can't give me a second.
I just saw, and I did not watch the trailer yet. And just
I didn't
like
watch
the
the
season
trailer
11 of Vanderpump Rules trailer came out too.
I know. Well, I don't even know about that. If you guys
You don't even know who the people are.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't do that right now. If you guys want to hear us cover seasons 1 and 2 of Vanderpump Rules on our new podcast, So Pumped, go over to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. It's right down there in the show notes. And you can listen to that podcast as well as Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast, where we're covering season 1 right now.
It's so fun.
It is so fun. Now, thank you guys so much for listening. We just, we want to thank the listeners.
We love you guys.
You got me through a really rough week today. Like in the last 3 days, I really did have a hard time. And I do want to talk about it. Just, I know that we don't usually talk about personal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What is with your eyebrow?
Because what are you going to talk about?
Okay,
would love to know.
I ran out of pens.
When you text me this, I think I was in Walgreens or wherever I was. And I was like, what a dick.
Okay, but this is the thing, right?
He's like, I feel poor.
I had to go through. I had to go through. First of all, it's a bank pen I was using. I had to go. I just threw it in the garbage because I laughed at its face because my new pens came in the mail.
I had new pens. I'm curious.
Oh, these are my faves. My Pilot G2's 0.7.
I actually have one of those, but yes,
you probably stole it from my house, you thief.
I didn't. I do move the coaster every time I come over, but I didn't steal your pen.
So the problem is that so I was for sure. I was like, I have another box of these. I just don't know where they are. And I tore my house apart, couldn't find them. Ended up ordering a new one. In the meantime, I had to use this pen from the Bank of America, where I don't even go. So who knows how that happened. I was going to say,
who the hell goes there?
I mean, look at me trying to get pens to work.
Yeah.
It's like, and then you write, it doesn't even really write properly. I mean, it's so light on the page that, like, look at that. Look at the first few lines of this.
I think you need a life too. I actually think you need a life.
2 boxes of pens and a life.
Yeah, you're like, I'm so poor. Oh, I feel so poor. Why? Because you use that bank pen?
But it wasn't good.
I have a Planet Fitness pen I use all the time.
Is it good?
It's fine. It does the job. It writes my checks.
But these pens didn't even work. I haven't stolen a bank pen in years. These were probably 15 years old.
Just do what my grandmother would do. She would light the tip with a lighter.
Noelle, I tried it.
Of course you did.
I tried it. I scribbled on everything. I tried to light, like nothing worked.
I do have some bum ass pens.
Okay, so that is my problem. It's not like I had a nice pen that was free. It was a bad pen that was free, and I really struggled.
Okay, you know what, Tracey? I'm sorry for your struggle. I'm sorry for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's just struggling. She's
the
here.
The mailman came today. And brought me my happiness back.
In pen form.
It's a Pilot G2 0.07, if anyone's wondering what to get me for my birthday.
Oh, April 18th, 16th. I don't fucking know. I know it's the 16th or the 18th. But that's not because of you. That's because of me. You know that, like, I have a total blankness for birthdays, right? Like, I am lucky that I know, like, Matt's birthday.
I don't. I block it out because you block mine out.
It's funny because you know everyone's birthday. I'm like,
I know. Okay, so this is the thing. I think that there is some kind of memory that everyone has when they're younger.
Yeah.
That you never forget.
So
I know people's birthdays from when we were younger. I don't know new people's birthdays.
Sure.
So, like, Matt's new to me.
Right. So you don't know his birthday.
So I don't know his. You understand what I'm saying, though? It's
like, of course I do.
Your childhood friends.
Like their phone numbers. Yeah.
Right. And then there is a point in your life where that door closes.
Yes.
And there's no more of those memories. You have the cookies are full.
It's funny because, like, for 6 aunts, I don't know one of their birthdays.
Well, that wasn't part of the deal.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I actually really don't.
They weren't in your class.
I don't know Suzanne's birthday.
She wasn't in our class. I do, but that's a different story.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, right. I don't know Fairy's birthday. Like, I know April.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. Andrea Allen yesterday, Sunday, December 10th, posted a picture of me, you, and her wishing me a happy birthday. Then she texted me that she loves me so much and happy birthday. I was like, well, I love you too. And thank you so much.
Where'd she get that from?
There's no way to know.
That's so weird. I love Andrea. Her though.
Then I immediately got 2 more texts from mutual friends telling me happy birthday.
Because she told them, hey, it's Tracey's birthday.
Because she posted on Instagram.
That's so funny.
And people are like, I'm so sorry I forgot your birthday. I was like, well, I think Andrea did too.
Yeah, I think you forgot it 7 months ago or whatever.
All right. Yeah. Moving forward, season 10, episode 10, 90 Day Fiance, jumping in the pool with Gino and Jasmine.
Also, not to be like, listen, we trash talk everyone and we make fun of everyone, but like, Jasmine has alopecia and everybody's like making fun of her hair and it makes me feel bad because she's like super self-conscious about it.
Her hair doesn't even look bad.
I don't think it looks bad either, but like everywhere I'm looking,
it looks so much better than when she had extensions.
Agreed. But that's why she talks about, that's why she had all these extensions. She did like this whole live about it. And like everywhere I'm looking, Reddit, everywhere people are posting pictures of like her bald spots. And it makes me feel so bad for her.
Yeah, I don't like that. Also, more importantly, she's only been there for 10 days.
Isn't that unbelievable? And you have cried 100 times.
It's episode 10.
You've swam away in your tears.
So he apologizes for the bachelor party. Her lips do look even bigger, no?
Yeah, they do look bigger.
Okay, so it's like 10 days.
Aztec velour. I just want you to know. He is in an Aztec print velour. I didn't know that those 2 things were exclusive.
Well, unfortunately, they're not. So she's crying. They're going to move forward and they're going to go bowling.
Which is fun. I wonder if they're going to bowl for stupid.
They're bowling for soup.
They're bowling for soup.
I have never related to Jasmine so much as I do right there in this situation.
Why? Because you're such an athlete?
No.
I mean, why?
She's like, this is disgusting. It smells very bad.
It stinks. Yeah.
She's like, this is an excuse to eat fast food. It's like, yeah, it's also an excuse to binge drink.
But is this an excuse to eat fast food? I can't remember eating one thing ever.
Love going to the bowling alley, getting nachos and chicken fingers and French fries and that pizza that goes like in a 7-Eleven oven. Drinking like dollar beers. And putting on someone else's shoes and then putting your fingers in the holes of dirty people.
I know. I can't. That's the part that I can't handle because
But it's all of it. And no one's washing their hands in between fries.
Never.
So it's like, yeah, this is gross, Jasmine. I get it.
But it's more like, I don't know. I went to Americana like constantly. It's not there anymore. RIP. But
right.
I don't remember ever eating. It's so crazy.
Yeah, you get like a basket of fries. Everything's in a basket.
Yeah, right. It's like nachos, chicken
it's
fingers,
a deep fryer.
Right? Like all that stuff. It's like a galley. It's like on a boat, really. It's the same shit as being like on a boat.
Yes. It's like being on a ferry.
Exactly. It's like
I remember
a bowling
the
Pastime Princess had like a burger. They would they would put in a toaster. I bet my mom has
Your mother would love that.
My mother would love a wombat burger.
Oh yeah, I'm just so crunchy. I like it. It's crunchy. If you guys want more about Noelle's mom, go to Patreon. We can't talk about this anymore.
It's fine. She's sitting right here too. That's the best part. She's writing out her Christmas cards.
Yeah, she's probably like, no, thank you for Noelle.
She's probably right. I don't have a daughter anymore.
Yeah, that's so weird. Love Andrea and just Andrea.
Just Andrea only. The last winter standing.
Oh God. The last winters.
Oh,
we're not gonna choke. We're not gonna choke. Okay. So she says that it's an excuse to eat fast food and she's not gonna clean the toilet after Gino poops in it. Guess what? Neither is Gino.
He's like, I'll just use the toilet in the bowling alley.
Yeah. He goes, I'll just do it here.
Oh, that was so funny. But Jasmine thought that was hilarious too. It's like, okay, in the confessional here, she had like a purple top, not red lips, more like mauve lips. She looked so nice. She really did. Her hair was like slicked, almost like a greaser look. She looks so cute.
Yeah. Her hair looks so much better than when she had
100 times
extensions.
better. Yes.
Okay, so they're gonna go on vacation.
Right. And she goes, where, to Hawaii? It's like, he's like, no, Miami. Miami's a good choice.
She said that money is her love language. Well, she's like, see, this is my love language. She's like, yeah, money. And it's like, that is also
That's Tracey's
my love language.
I know. I was thinking that too.
I've never related with someone more.
She's like, see, Gino, this is my love language. It's like, and he's like, yeah, money. And she's like, well, vacations
and money and jewelry.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Okay. So she's like, well, I won. The score was 41-34.
See, like, here's the thing. I know nothing about
Okay, well, that's not good. That's very bad.
Okay. So they both suck.
Very bad.
I like that she was so skeeved out by the shoes that she had her pants rolled up to her thighs.
Mm-hmm.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, she was wearing a little pedal pusher.
Yeah,
if you
right.
will.
That's what I was gonna say. She had on like Daisy Dukes.
Yes. She rolled him up to her lumpy butt cheek. Oh man. So they're gonna go to Miami and they're packing for Miami. Yeah. And he's like, don't forget anything. She's like, no, we're in Miami. We could just buy whatever. And he's like, I don't know if you've met me, but we cannot.
Yeah, you can't though.
So they land in Miami and all of a sudden she takes off all of her clothes.
She full on strips.
All the way. She's wearing like, okay, what I could only describe as AC Slater's wrestling outfit.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
And he's like, whoa, look at you, woman. It's
yeah,
like, is that supposed to be like
Gino
hot talk?
I want to talk about Gino's outfit.
While Jasmine's stripping? That out. Let's talk about it.
Okay. He wore it bowling. And then he wore it to pack. And then he wore it at the airport. Did they go bowling on the way to the airport?
Maybe he was like, oh, surprise, Miami.
And now we're leaving right now?
We're leaving right now.
He's like, don't worry, I'll just poop on the plane.
Same day. Right. Maybe they just went bowling at like 9 a.m.
She takes off all her clothes because it's so hot. And he still has on his khakis as he's exploring the pool area.
Man loves a khaki, though. He loves a good cack.
Well, he is cack-a-lacking. So Jasmine wants to move there. Of course she wants to move there. This is remnant of
Paola and Russ.
Exactly.
I thought the same thing.
The cab driver said that like not a lot of people speak English. A lot of people speak Spanish. And
I can understand her feeling comfortable there. I mean, she doesn't
100%.
have anybody to speak Spanish to. She's also used to a hot climate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said that her son said that Wanse said that she will be closer to him when she's in Miami, and that he wrote a letter that said that he's sad that she's gone and she thinks that she's causing him trauma. So what does she do? She's like, oh, we'll show Wanse what a good time we're having and how beautiful it is here and how he's alone
and how he's probably actually never gonna be here because Papa Gino is never gonna take him here.
He's never gonna be here also because he didn't live with me when I was there.
Right. So he's not gonna live with me here.
Right.
But it is nice. Gino's like, let's make it a priority to figure out how to get your kids here. Even if it's not true to her, it's nice of him to think that. Because I think he wants the kids to come.
Sure. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. During the holidays, it's the time to give gifts. Whether it's to your family, your friends, exchanging gifts, cards, vacations, experiences, donations, or just enjoying time together. Whether or not your family gives gifts during the holidays, you get to define how you give to yourself. And the holidays are a great time to do that. So whether it's by starting therapy, going easier on yourself during the tough moments, or treating yourself to a day of complete rest, remember to give yourself some love this holiday season. I need to learn how to give myself a day of complete rest. Therapy is great, though. It's been very, very helpful for me. It's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. In the season of giving yourself, give yourself what you need with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/fiance today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance. Well, yeah. You know who doesn't want the kids to come? Rob and Sophie.
I don't want to watch them anymore. Like that. How about that? I have so many questions
Listen.
about her hair still.
It's all I have.
Right?
I don't care about anything else.
I wish that she would do an Instagram live and explain from day one, because sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's light brown roots, sometimes there's none.
Right.
Sometimes there's a lace front, sometimes there's not.
Right.
Sometimes there's a bandana happening.
A lot of times there's a lot of
Oil.
bobby pins.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't
A fake
understand.
pony.
A little fake pony with the bobby pins, with the it's like, what's happening?
Yeah, I was so confused by her hair this episode.
Well, we were talking last week that maybe he got a bad edit. I think they both are just the worst.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, he gets worse throughout this episode, but in the beginning, he's fine.
Right. So he said that she should have told him 2.5 years ago that she's bisexual. And he asked if she ever dated a woman. And he's worried that she wants to be with a girl. And he said that if she wants to be with a girl, they're going to do it all together. And that's it.
Yeah, because now to him, it's like, oh,
this is
we
a
get to
game.
sleep with everyone.
This is a game.
Right.
Though.
It opened up a new door for it. Of course, it's a game.
Then he asks if she'll be happy with just him. And now he's mad because he thinks in secret she's been looking at women.
Right. But like, what are you mad about? Get a life.
Because he's trying to justify him talking to other women.
Of course it is. It's like, because now she's doing something wrong. Right.
But she's not. But stop.
She's literally not doing anything wrong.
So
and she's like, I want to marry you.
Yeah.
The end. Yeah.
So they go ring shopping. Would you marry him?
Nope. 100% no.
Okay. He goes in to the ring store. They're like, what are you looking for? He goes, none of these crazy looking priced ones. He said he wants cheap gold and he wants the cheapest ones. And they're like, cheap gold? Like, just tell him your budget.
And he's looking at a ring and the guy's like, it's 1,000. He's like, can't do 1,000. It's $800 too expensive.
Okay, so
what do you think you're gonna get?
Okay,
a rubber band?
But then go online.
Go to Kohl's.
Go to Kohl's and get a $200 ring.
Get a Kohl's. You get 40% coupons constantly. Trust me, I hear about them all day long. Kohl's cash coupons.
It's cheap. Okay. So then he starts talking to the guy about his relationship because the producers are forcing him to.
Well, so that's the thing. It's like, that's so not natural.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, she's here from another country. He's like, I got to marry her. I don't have a choice, basically. And the guy's like, oh, yeah. How's the 90 days been going? And he's like, yeah, well, I find out a lot of things that I didn't know about.
And meanwhile, she's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And she didn't want him to tell anyone, but I have a secret for you, Sophie.
You told the world, Sophie.
You're on the television.
Also, so they get tungsten, which is my old roommate, very similar to her last name. Let me just say, we used to call her Tungsten all the time, like to break her balls.
They get a tungsten ring, but did you see her engagement ring? It's a double ring.
Yes. But I'll tell you,
that's not real.
Is Liz from Liz and Ed fame.
Yeah.
She had a double stone ring too.
I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's probably like, I don't know, chip 1 and chip 2.
Hers were big though. They're definitely not real.
I know. They're not real. They're probably for real cubic zirconia.
Or from Kohl's.
Yeah, moissanite.
Yeah. No, definitely not. This is cheaper than that.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. Moving on to Sam, my favorite person.
I want to only watch Sam on the show.
Me too. I want the show of Sam. Sam is 30 from Missouri, and we met him last week. Yeah. And he's with Citra from Indonesia, and they're grilling burgers at his brother Luke's.
I like that it's like Luke is hosting a barbecue for his parents. What kind of barbecue is this? It's the saddest barbecue I've ever been to.
This is what it's like. Okay. And this is what I love. They're making fun of him. His dad, her dad, and her 2 sisters are going to be coming as well.
I didn't know her sisters were coming.
Yeah. And he tells his own family that he can't be a pervert because her dad is a cop. That's what he tells his mom and dad.
Vomit. His mother, Dee Dee. That's his mom.
Okay. So he's going to be converting to Islam.
Right.
His mother's very upset, but he explains that Muslims don't celebrate Christmas. They celebrate Yom Kippur instead.
Can you believe this?
Yes.
Like, I can believe this, but I also can't.
I can, because his mother also said that he's converting to Muslim.
Yeah, I mean, based on his chin, I should know that he doesn't make the best decisions.
I'm just
Right.
saying, like, just yes.
His
absolutely.
mother's like, my religion is his mother. Okay, so his mother is mad that he's converting, but her religion is to love everyone.
Okay,
But you're mad that he's converting.
well,
Right.
yeah. He's loving this girl from Indonesia, so that's also a religion.
Mm-hmm.
So she's in Indonesia with her dad and her sister, and this is going to be the last
13 time zones away.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's what it said.
This is going to be the last good food she ever has. And you know what? It might be.
She's like, well, I hate that they're always like, food in America, it's disgusting, it's bland, it's this, it's that. It's like, okay, so you're just never going to eat any good food again?
Right, but remember, they're going to Missouri. They're not exactly going to...
Oh, right. They're not coming to New York, of course.
Yeah. So yes, she's correct. She is like, listen, I'm not going to have food in America, but I am going to have these eyelashes.
I mean, they're very ridiculous.
Ridiculous. So her dad's like, listen, first thing you need to do, find a mosque quick.
That's the number one thing you have to do.
He's like, I have to be there and we have to convert this guy. Back at the ranch in Missouri. Missouri really does love company. First of all, we see the bulldog.
Very cute.
And then we find out that he was arrested for Suboxone.
Okay.
Because he was on a business trip with a co-worker and they arrested him for having a Suboxone without a prescription bottle. He was supposed to sign up for a diversion program, which you could do for 1 to several years. I'm going to say they asked him to do several.
I'm going to say that.
Yeah. And he missed the deadline to file and he might have to go to jail.
Okay. Well, this was earlier this year that this happened.
He goes to court in January.
He was in the car with a girl, an underage girl, right?
I don't think she was underage, but she definitely did not work with him and they don't have jobs.
Or the girl was younger than him. I can't remember what it is. I took a screenshot of it. But she had a suspended license also.
Right.
Okay. So here's a tip. If you have Suboxone and you have a prescription.
Sure.
You wouldn't just be like, well, actually, here's my prescription. The
Right.
judge.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, oh, okay. So you weren't illegally using this.
Right. And then also you wouldn't be like, you know what?
Right.
This cocaine is also prescription as well.
Well, so that's the thing. You had cocaine in the car. You left that out.
It was prescription.
Right. Prescription cocaine.
They were going to go do a nose job on him
He
moments later.
So it's like,
okay, but then they throw out the cocaine charge.
Right.
They keep the Suboxone charge, which you are abusing illegally.
Of course you are.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then you don't even sign up for the program that's going to keep you out of jail.
Well,
this is like Barr and Ashley.
I believe that because he couldn't pass a drug test.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of course it is.
I mean, also, he's drinking at this barbecue.
His mom talks the slowest I've ever heard anyone speak in my life.
Ever.
She's like over enunciating like every word because she's like just trying to say it out loud.
Yes. He doesn't have bottom teeth, right?
I don't think he has the bottom of his face.
Right, but he used to. So I know that Suboxone is like abusing it is known for your teeth to fall out of your head. Right.
Yeah. I think more than his teeth fell out, though. I think his whole face fell out.
Well, half his jaw. It's very bad. It's like gotten worse. Also, I know where they are is hot. The way he's sweating and the way he looks makes me think he's like in between fixes.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he's searching for a dope napkin somewhere.
Maybe he's looking for some fixins.
Yeah.
The dust in this house. She's like a neat freak germaphobe. Well,
she's a neat freak germaphobe because she likes non-dusty places.
I mean, this is disgusting.
Yeah, that's awful.
Okay, so she dolls herself up to meet him by only putting lashes on. There's not a stitch
nothing
of
else.
makeup.
Not a concealer to be seen.
Nope. She's so nervous. She's dressed like a nurse.
Okay, right. She has on scrubs.
He's trying to spin her, but
he can't pick her up because he's a weakling. But then he tells her how tiny she is.
And then she says that she misses his small face. Yeah, she misses the part of his face that fell
That
off.
fell off.
Yeah.
I just want to know who he was in the car with while he was in a relationship with this woman. Also she had such a white head in between her nose and her cheek. Like I couldn't believe that she was on the show on the television with that white head.
Yeah.
But fake lashes.
Fake
white
lashes. Head. Make sure your lashes look good. Lashes on fleek.
Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight.
Speaking of faces, let's talk about Nikki and Justin Igor.
Okay. Okay.
So she said that he had a friend with benefits before the engagement, and Nikki is so mad. He's trying to put his arm around her, and she's fighting him to the death.
But Nikki, see, though, this is the perfect excuse for Nikki to be like, this is why he doesn't want to sleep with me.
Okay. Thank you. She wants to go home. He wants to look to the future. She said that she doesn't have this kind of upset me. She said that she doesn't have many options.
That was very sad. I didn't like that.
Yeah. So she said that that's why he won't sleep with her and that she helped him financially. And she said, quote, that is to me a relationship, meaning that she was paying him.
Right. I don't know. I'm like so confused by all this because to him, he's like, well, I guess they never spoke about being exclusive.
He's a man.
Right.
Yeah, he's a man.
But it's like, I don't know. At this point, you're engaged. You already met with his family again.
I know, but also,
does
Igor,
it matter?
Shut up.
No, I know. He makes it so much worse. He's a dumb.
He said that he doesn't feel bad because he told you the truth. She's crying, pretend crying.
Yeah, this isn't real. She doesn't care.
She's like, no wonder. He's always had someone else. And it's like, well, that's not what he said at all.
That's actually not what he said at all, honey.
Okay. I want to talk about my least favorite couple.
Nick and Devin.
Devin's 23.
I know. Is that nuts?
It's like, why is anyone co-signing this?
Something very wrong here.
Well, her dad, Kevin, Devin's dad, Kevin.
Why didn't I put two and two together?
Well, I did.
Kevin and Kevin
gives Nick a garbage bag and basically makes him clean his boat while he talks to him.
Right.
And he asked him about American people.
He's like, during the fish fry, you had some very strong opinions about Americans.
He's like, did you hear what you just said?
Right. Yeah, so those opinions are valid.
He's like, as we were dunking fish in Crisco, you had a lot of opinions. And he said, quote, the level of fatness is bigger size. So he talks about, he talks about calling her piggy. Right. And he said, at first it bothered her, but she's used to it now. That is called abuse.
Yeah, that is called grooming, conditioning.
Right. Yeah, it's like I used to get mad when he hit me on Saturday, but then he hit me every Saturday, and it was kind of like just a nice Saturday. It was kind of just Saturday after a while.
Fucked up, man.
It was just kind of Saturday.
The worst day of the week.
I used to wag my tail.
God, I would wake up every Saturday like, fuck. Today's the day.
Here we go. Oh,
okay. All right.
Anyway, he laughs and laughs and laughs. And then he says to her father, I will try not to say those things. How about you say, I'm sorry. I will never say that again.
Well, so that's the thing. He doesn't apologize. He's like, I'll try not to say offensive things.
No.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. He's not stupid. This guy's very smart and he's very aware. And although he pretends like he's struggling with the language, he's not.
No, he's not.
Nothing's lost on this guy. So she orders this Korean wedding dress. Now, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Besides the little jacket, what is Korean about this wedding dress?
So that's what I wanted to know. And also, what's wrong with it? Because it's gold. It looks fine. The gold is covered.
Gold. She hates gold. She doesn't want gold. Okay. So now I have a pretty good solution for this.
Okay. What is it?
Okay,
get a regular wedding dress and just wear that top.
Thank you.
Or
just get that fabric replaced.
Well,
I could do this.
Yeah, this isn't groundbreaking material here.
There's nothing to it. It's a tube top.
Yeah. Well, so that's what I was thinking. I'm like, what is traditional?
First of all, the whole dress looks like I sewed it anyway.
I know, but it wasn't terrible. It's like you're upset about the gold.
Listen, it is a pattern that I can conquer.
Yes, agreed.
You could figure it out.
But it's just
you could probably hand stitch it.
Her reactions to things,
they're not
regular,
appropriate,
right?
Yes. Okay. So she hates it.
She hates it because she hates gold. She hates gold.
Gold.
First gold.
Her mom said that she's an introvert in distress.
Okay, that's one way to put it.
So,
but also she's difficult.
There's something emotionally wrong with her.
A little more than emotionally. There's a lot of stuff happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's got the Korean accent.
So that's my biggest problem is it's also, guys, it's not just TMJ. She's trying to use a Korean accent. Understand that. Look at her eyeliner in the confessional.
Oh my God. It was stronger than ever.
But that's what I mean. She drew the thickest line I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, that's supposed to be like a pound puppy eye. It's this thing on TikTok. It's supposed to be like a puppy eye. No.
Absolutely not.
No.
So they go to get a backup dress.
Yes. At a prom store.
You know what?
What?
Fine. Bring the top thing and put it over your dress.
Well, why is she acting like this?
Because she's
a backup dress.
Don't want it. Then she's acting like a baby. She starts crying in the dressing room. The lady comes out and she goes, I think that she might be crying in the dressing room. So her mom goes and she's like, no.
It's like, right. And then she, like, her mom opens the curtain. She's like, don't you open a curtain? It's like, what's wrong with you? Her
mom is over her.
Yeah, her mom's
mother is like, what did I do to make this child?
Yeah, her mom's like, I created these the other wonderful children.
Her mother's like, Devin, get in the car. We're going to the firehouse.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't fit in the box.
But it's like the fact that she cannot even fathom that she might need a backup dress is beyond.
But here's the other thing. Her mother like implies that dress isn't wearable.
Right. Why?
No, it's just gold and she doesn't like gold.
But also the dresses she tries on, one is entirely too small.
I mean, how much smaller could it be? It's so small that the straps are standing up on her shoulders.
It's like, of course she hates it. She can't breathe. She's lactating in this. It's crushing her boobs so hard. You know, like, of course she doesn't like it.
Oh, God. Annalie, Anali.
I can't see her name without saying Anali now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a fashion designer?
Oh, she must be.
Okay. She goes to a farm with a short polyester split skirt.
Yes.
That does not fit her.
No, it doesn't.
And a crop top with a bell sleeve, also made of equal polyester.
She's gonna spontaneously combust. So bad. Yes.
And you know what else she's wearing?
What?
Zero shower.
Oh, she doesn't shower. No, I mean, nobody on the show really showers very much.
Okay, so everything that Clayton says is a nod to the fact that they're not sleeping together.
Oh, God, it's so old.
He said that the goat is the most action he had. And then he said, it might even get me lucky tonight because he took her to the farm.
Yeah, ew. So you're only...
Oh, no, because he's taking her to the Latin family restaurant.
So, well, she wants to give her a taste of home.
Yes, he only eats hamburgers and he poops for 1 hour a day. And
well, that's what happens when you live in Kentucky. Burgers.
You just eat burgers all the time.
He loves burgers.
Hamburgers.
Burger.
Okay, so he works all day and then he comes home and he plays computer games by himself all night.
He's not social. He is social R word.
She said that she's inside all day. Noelle. And she wants to meet friends. But all his friends are online. He doesn't have any friends in real life. And she thought that they would have a nicer life. And you know what?
What?
What would make you think that? Anal
Right. Did you ever talk to him about his friends?
She cleans the house in her Dorothy cosplay.
I love that the mother tries to blame the mess on her.
That made me laugh so much. She's upset that there's so much stuff around and she's trying to clean. And
right.
He's like, yeah, Mom, there's a lot of clutter in the kitchen. She's like, well, that's Analy's mess.
I was waiting to see if she was going to clean it up first.
And he's just on his computer. She said that he's isolated and he has a friend, Cameron. That's his best friend.
Yes.
They've been best friends for 15 years. They've never met. So she's like, can we go visit him?
And you ask him to be your best man.
And he's like, I don't think so. And she's like, well, I just want to see if he can have a friend. Okay. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No, he can't.
Right. He can't.
Also, you're going to live in the guinea pig cage for the rest of your life. He's never going to talk to you. He's not social. You need to take a shower.
Yeah. And also, like, maybe when you're able to work, you'll make friends at work. That's all.
I wish he would take the kiddie pool from outside
and put her in it.
Dunkaroo.
And
give her a little guinea pig bath.
Give her a little, how's your mother?
Her little rinseroo.
Yeah, that's what she needs. She needs a rinseroo.
She needs some Dawn dish soap. She is in an oil slick.
She is. She's a duck.
She's a duck.
Oil.
And let me tell you something. Exxon has gotten to her.
Maybe we could power wash her. She could use a Dawn power wash.
She could. Oh, Dawn power wash. I thought you meant actually power wash.
Oh,
her.
no, that might hurt. I think we should Dawn power wash her.
Yeah, we need to Dawn power wash her.
Okay.
Yeah, because she needs to be a duck.
The green apple.
I love that smell.
It smells so good.
So good. All right, guys. Well, I didn't miss anyone, right? Sometimes I do.
No, you actually didn't. Playing anally was the last couple.
All right. Well, thank you, Anal. Guys, don't worry. I have my pens now. I have 2 boxes of them.
Everything's
12 each,
okay.
24 pens. They'll last me a few weeks. Pilot G2.07. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you go over to Patreon, patreon.com/trash talk podcast, and do the stuff.
Do the stuff. Don't forget.
Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Follow me at Trixie Chuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Follow the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, and Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok.
Okay, yeah. I just posted a reel on there today of Aubrey from Teen Mom.
It's real.
Very cute. It's real.
Goodbye.
Bye.